What's up everyone, Darcblade here with an information video regarding this week's limited bounties and event quests in Monster Hunter World. As always, this is for both PC and console versions of the game, and is for the week starting the 7th of June 2019. Now this week both systems have a few activities to take part in. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt collaboration event is still going on console, and PC users finally have access to Arch-Tempered Nergigante. But as we always do, let's first talk about console before moving on to PC. So what have console got in terms of limited bounties? Well, they have 4 of them. First is a general Coral Highlands limited bounty to clear 3 quests in this specific location. It can be done at high or low rank, and for doing so you get research points, some Armor Sphere Plus, and a first Wyverian print. Next is an ecology survey to hunt Dodogama. We have to hunt 4 of these fanged wyverns, but it specifically has to be at high rank. And for doing so you get research points, some advanced armor spheres, and a silver Wyverian print. Next is another ecology survey, Tempered Monster Hunt. We have to hunt down 5 tempered monsters, but they can be any threat level. And for doing so you get research points, some hard armor spheres, and another silver Wyverian print. And then finally is the general limited bounty to complete all of this week's other limited bounties, and for doing so you'll get research points, a gold Wyverian print that can be exchanged for monster gems at the Elder Melder, and a golden egg that can be sold for Zenny. So there we have it, that's what we have in terms of limited bounties this week. Not too difficult, although it's going to be taking you a while to get them all done considering they're all quite spread out. There are no tempered Dodogamas for example, and Dodogama also doesn't reside in the Coral Highlands. But anyway, what about the event quests on console this week? First is Contract Woodland Spirit, a 9-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 50 or higher. This has players taking on an ancient lesson in the ancient forest. And for completing this quest you'll get materials to craft the Ciri layered armor, Ciri weapon, upgrade the Witcher silver sword, and potentially get mutagens to craft the Ciri or Geralt layered armor set. If you weren't aware by now, this is part 2 of the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt crossover event with Monster Hunter World. Next is Wicked Wildspire Warfare, a 5-star low rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 8 or higher. This has players taking on at Diablos and Tuberoth in the special arena. And for completing this quest there's a chance of getting quite a few armor spheres, although these are normally the low ranking armor spheres. Next is Kirin the Myth, a 5-star low rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 8 or higher. This has players taking on 2 Kirin in the Coral Highlands. Nothing too special about this quest, although it's a quest to test low rank players' skill. Next is Rock'n'Roll Recess, a 7-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 13 or higher. This has players taking on all the monsters associated with the Elder's Recess, so that's Dodogama, Uragan, Lavasioth, and Azure Rathalos. And for taking this quest on, there's an increased chance of getting these monsters at the small or large gold crown size. Next is Relish the Moment, a 9-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 50 or higher. This has players taking on a Tempered Devil Joe in the Elder's Recess. And for taking this quest on and completing it, you'll get quite a few stream stones. Although for some reason every time I do this quest I seem to get very little stream stones. And finally there's Snow and Cherry Blossoms, a 9-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 30 or higher. This has players taking on Tempered Pink Raffian and Tempered Legiana in the Coral Highlands. And for completing this quest you'll get bonus hunter rank as your reward. This is also one of the quicker ways to get the limited bounties done this week, as it involves tempered monsters and the Coral Highlands. But anyway, that's about it for console. Let's move on to talk about what activities PC players have this week. Well, first the limited bounties. Again, they have 4 of them. First is a general Ancient Forest limited bounty to clear 3 quests in this specific location, but it can be at high or low rank. And for doing so you get research points and some armor spheres. Next is an ecology survey to hunt Anjanath. We have to hunt down 4 of these brute wyverns, and once again it can be at high or low rank. And for doing so you get research points, some armor sphere plus, and a first Wyverian print. Next is another ecology survey to slay elder dragons. We have to hunt down and slay 5 of them, specifically at high rank. And for doing so you get research points, some hard armor spheres, and a silver Wyverian print. And then finally is the general limited bounty to complete all of this week's other limited bounties, and for doing so you'll get research points, a gold Wyverian print that can be exchanged for monster gems at the Elder Melder, and a silver egg that can be sold for Zenny. So that's it for the limited bounties on PC. Not too difficult at all unless you're new to the game. Anyway, what about event quests? Well, PC players have 6 of them. First is Chew the Fat, a 2-star low rank quest that requires no hunter rank to participate in. This has players taking on 2 Great Jagraths in the Ancient Forest. Nothing too special about this quest, it's one for beginners. Next is Yaku with That, another beginner friendly quest, which is a 4-star low rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 6 or higher. This has players taking on a Kuruyaku and Zitsuyaku in the special arena. Next is Deep Green Blues, a 7-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 13 or higher. This has players taking on all the monsters associated with the Ancient Forest, so that's Great Jagraths, Puke Puke, Tobi Kadachi, Anjanath, and Rathalos. And for taking this quest on, there's an increased chance of finding these specific monsters at the large or small gold crown size. Next is This Is How Revolts Start, a 7-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 13 or higher. This has players taking on a Diablos and Black Diablos in the Wildspire Waste. Nothing too special about the rewards for this quest, although it's a nice way to farm dash juice. Next is Relish the Moment, a 9-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 50 or higher. This has players taking on a tempered Devil Joe in the Elder's Recess, and for completing this quest you'll get Stream Stones as your reward. And then finally, and new to PC, is the Heralds of Destruction Cry, a 9-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 50 or higher. This has players taking on an arch-tempered Nergigante in the Elder's Recess, and upon completion of this quest, you'll get Nergigante tickets that can be used to craft the Nergigante Gamma Armor set, which I strongly recommend. So there we have it, those are the activities for both PC and console this week. PC have once again finally caught up to console with the introduction of arch-tempered Nergigante, which is great. But what are your thoughts on this week's activities? Leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you an information video regarding this week's limited bounties and event quests in Monster Hunter World. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.